Libra, hi, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. This is going to be your October 2023 reading, but first, a couple of announcements. Happy birthday. I hope you all have an amazing month, an amazing Libra season, and an amazing birthday. If you hear any noises in the background, my very large, very chaotic dog is in the room with me, so I apologize in advance. If you haven't already, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at Cardinal Fire Tarot. I post daily over there with readings, pick a cards. I just did my first giveaway, stuff like that. And if you like my reading style and are interested in booking a personal reading with me, make sure to head over to cardinalfiretarot.com and all the information is over there. And last but not least, if you resonate with the message, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help get the videos out there, and I really appreciate it. Alright, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so your overall energy for the reading is see beyond the past. And Pisces also have this as their overall energy for the reading, so could be significant, could not be. But let's go ahead and get some tarot to go with it. Arcanas up there, which I shouldn't be surprised. It's your season. Of course it's going to be big energy for you. All right. Let's see what we got. I rarely will use the term twin flame. Not because I don't believe in twin flames. I absolutely do believe in the twin flame journey. It's just that it gets so overused and so exploited. It's so easy to slap twin flame on a reading, and then all of a sudden everybody wants to watch that reading, even if it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? But I'm going to make an exception for this reading because it really looks like a twin flame reading, and if not a twin flame reading, then at least a very important soulmate coming into your life. Just from what I can see from these cards right now, it looks like there is a sort of runner-chaser dynamic, which if you're familiar with twin flames, you know that pretty much is the dynamic. You've got one runner and you've got one chaser. And it's a reading about not stopping your life waiting for this other person to finally be ready, to go through their dark night of the soul, to become, spiritually mature. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. The overall energy, like I said, we have see beyond the past. This is shifting your focus from the past, and I'm also going to say the future, and the what could be, into the present moment, because that's really all there is, right? It's right now, this moment. So, if your person is not with you in this moment, then they're not. I mean, it is what it is. But you still have to focus on you. You still have a life to live. You still have lessons to learn. You still have, your whole life ahead of you. So, Then in the recent past, we have the Emperor. I'm reading this from the feminine perspective, but as everyone should know if they're familiar with tarot, and if not, let me educate you. Energies in readings can always be flipped because, again, you're not really, when you're doing tarot, you're not really reading like the 3D version of it. You're reading energetically, you know? So that's why like time in tarot readings gets a little tricky because energetically time doesn't really exist, right? Everything is happening simultaneously, and time is a man-made concept. So that's why time gets tricky in tarot readings, and it's also why you can go ahead and interchange people. Like if I say this is your person but this energy matches you, then go ahead and go with that, you know? But anyways, recent past, this is where your person comes in. You meet them, you fall head over heels, everything feels very intense, everything feels very out of control, but kind of in a good way, you know, like getting swept off your feet kind of feeling. Then in the future, or in the current energy, you have the Empress. This is your time to focus on you. I don't know what's going on with them. Doesn't really matter. If they're not in the picture, stay focused on yourself. And then in the near future, you have the Star. So, this is all part of the journey. It is. The whole thing is part of what you are meant to go through, which means if you can learn to appreciate every step in every chapter, then it's not the destination that's the goal. You're living the goal. You're on your path and you're going through what you're supposed to go through. But that takes an immense amount of faith to accept. Then in the energy that surrounds you, we have the Queen of Swords. This is you having to be very blunt and determined and rigid with your boundaries. You can't let this person swoop back in if this person hasn't done the work yet. Because you're just going to keep falling into that same cycle that you've been in for a while now, I'm guessing. Then in your challenge, you have the Page of Wands, impulsiveness. This is most likely like, you know, you have a rough day at work, you're really stressed, you're irritated, you haven't got enough sleep the night before, and you just want to call him because you're lonely and you just want to feel better. That's that impulsivity, not clearly, logically thinking it through and what calling them would lead to. But then in your strength, you have the Hermit. This is you finding yourself. So the focus for so long has been on this other person that my guess is for most of you, you've completely neglected you. And so now you have this space without them that you can step into and start to turn that love and that nurturing and affection in towards yourself, which is going to change everything. Because when you love yourself, you stop putting up with as much shit. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go ahead and get clarifiers out on the table. So we're starting with clarifying, see beyond the past and the overall energy for the reading. We have the Devil, the Knight of Wands, and Strength. You have to have what we were just talking about over here, the will and the determination and the drive to keep moving forward. Because your Devil at this moment is this person. Your Knight of Wands is this person. Your Strength is this person. You have to have the will and the determination and the drive to keep moving forward. Because your Devil at this moment is this person. Your Knight of Wands is this person. Your Strength is this person. You have to have the will and the determination and the drive to keep moving forward. Because your Devil at this moment is this person. And I'm not saying all hope is lost, especially if it's like a twin journey or twin flame kind of journey thing. Not all hope is lost, but they are not ready for you at the moment, which means they're like your kryptonite, right? And then you've got the Knight of Wands, which is just running towards whatever you desire, which would be this person, just in an attempt to make you feel better. But all of that comes with strength, which is your determination to move forward. And if that means by yourself, so be it. Because you deserve to step into a new chapter. And what better timing than in Libra season? Like, this is your time to shine, babe. Alright. Let's go ahead and clarify the Emperor in the recent past. Alright, clarifying the Emperor, we have the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Libra. This person caused you so much heartache and put you in a situation with so much conflict when you didn't deserve that, because you're coming through in your highest energy. Queen of Swords, baby. Queen of Swords. This is your energy. And this person is essentially tainting it. It's like tainted energy. And then you take that in and it brings your vibrational frequency lower, correct? Alright, let's go ahead and clarify the Empress in the current energy. So clarifying the Empress, we have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Yes, this is phenomenal. This is you prioritizing you. You're willing to start new, have fresh beginnings, and in doing so, following what calls to you. Like, what is your passion outside of this person? I know that's probably a very passionate relationship, but outside of that person, like, what gets you excited? What makes you, like, giddy and ready and, passionate? I mean, there's no other word. And driven to move forward into that space. You've got Nine of Pentacles, which is, that's boss bitch energy, You make your own money, you're not relying on anybody, and you're doing a damn good job of it. Then you've got Six of Pentacles, which is having your cup filled enough to give to others. You've heard the expression, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So here you got this person who's popped a hole in the bottom of your little styrofoam cup, and constantly, as soon as you could fill it up, it was just pouring right out the bottom. Now, you've plugged the hole with a piece of gum or whatever, and so your cup is getting to fill up, and in doing so, you get to have more energy to spare to the external. And that could mean so many wildly different things. Like, that could mean going out and having a girls' night once a month and, reconnecting with friends. That could mean volunteering for a cause that you're super passionate about and really care about. That could mean investing in yourself and doing something like going back to school or learning a new skill. It really doesn't matter what it is. The point is, you now have it to give. You have energy to scatter in your surroundings, whereas before you were in survival mode. And then you the Page of Swords, which is curiosity. You are becoming curious about your life. You know, if I do this, then it'll head in this direction. If I make this choice, I'll probably be going that way. You know, there's like this newfound, like, very fresh, very naive, not in a bad way, energy. Like, I could do anything. I could go here, I could go there. There's nothing binding you anymore since you released this person. There's nothing else binding you. All right, let's clarify the star in the near future. Clarifying the star, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Three of Wands. Do you see how this little, God, what is that? Prairie dog? Yeah, I think it's a prairie dog. Do you see how she's holding that sun close to her heart chakra? That is an opening. That is allowing emotion, vulnerability, willingness, allowing all of that into your life, which only comes after this healing time that you're in right now, where you get to focus on you. And then once that happens, then you're open. And what comes with that? Happiness, manifestation, fluidity. And what I mean by that is an ability to go with the flow and follow the universe's lead. Two of Pentacles is oftentimes read as like juggling options and not making a decision. But when you remain open to the universe and, you know, trust, that's the same concept. Is you're just kind of, you know, you're not deciding either way. You're letting the universe guide you instead of having to force so much control. You know? This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. All right, let's clarify that Queen of Swords and the energy that's surrounding you. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, wow, a lot of cards fell out, the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, give me a second to figure out what all's going on here. Yeah, so you were having to move beyond who you were in this relationship. Doesn't matter how strong the connection was. If it's toxic, it's toxic, you know? So you're having to move away from that and who you were over there into a new cycle, which with it is going to bring a leveling up of sorts. And when that happens, you get to start experimenting with your emotions and how you feel and healing the pain from the past. And it's coming through as a page because it's a process. And you have just now started to go within and focus on yourself. But this page, if you stay on this path, is going to evolve into the King energy. Then you have the Three of Pentacles, which just makes me think, look at the other relationships in your life. When you're in a relationship, like a romantic one, that is so codependent and so strong like that, it's easy to just disregard everybody else because you've only got eyes for that person. But there are other people in your life who want to show up and show you support. Let them. Be open to that. It might feel foreign at first, but you can get so much emotional fulfillment from platonic relationships. You absolutely can. Alright, let's clarify the Page of Wands and your challenge. Clarifying the Page of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Six of Wands. You have to think higher of yourself than you do the other person. Which is to mean, not that you're better than them. Let me actually come up with a different phrasing. You need to prioritize yourself a hell of a lot more than you do the other person. Because that is the only way that you are going to find success and fulfillment and happiness and healthy love. You have to curb the impulse to run back. You have been the chaser up until this point, but this is where the tables turn. This is where you stop and you make firm boundaries, and you don't let those boundaries budge until this person has proven that they are good enough to go through life by your side. Alright, let's clarify the Hermit and your strength. Clarifying the Hermit, we have the Emperor, the Five of Cups, and Temperance. This is healing. This is you grieving the loss of this person, and this is you finding balance in the space after them. That is healing. That is grief. That is messy but necessary. So, that is what I have for you, Libra. And to summarize, this month is a month that you focus on you. And you spoil you. And you nurture you. And you pay attention to your own needs. Anyways, I would love to hear down below your thoughts, feelings, opinions, if you resonated or not. And I will see you next time.